Alright, Fashion Misters. We're here today at the Javitz Center. We're covering the Market Expo. We'll be going to a couple places. We'll be going to Project and Agenda and a couple other big places that we'll be checking out. And we'll be looking at some brands. We'll be looking at some interesting fashion setups. We'll be meeting up with some designers and we'll be doing some interviews. So let's get going. All right, Mo. I know you're hungry today, and I know you've been busy walking around doing your thing, you know. So I'm gonna try to keep it short. Just tell our audience a little bit about what you're doing today and what you're showcasing today at Market.
Well, my name is Mosiah Bridges, and I'm the CEO of Mo's Bows Handmade Bow Ties. And I got started because I couldn't find any of the bow ties that I really liked, so I asked my grandmother to teach me how to sew, and after that, I've been on the Steve Harvey show, Shark Tank, and Today Show, and in the Oprah magazine.
Is this tie you're wearing something one of your projects?
Yes, this is one of my good ties and one of my best sellers because I just love things that pop out. So of course I'm going to put it on my website so you can tell. This is the Mo's Bow suitcase that I carry all my bow ties in.
All right. Oh wow.
This is a popular bow tie. 100 proceeds of this bow tie goes to help kids go to summer camp. And this is a bow tie, and it's called Feeling Good. And I name all of my ties. And this one's called Sheet Music. This one is called Pieces. So as you can tell, I have a very eye for color.
Yeah, I can see that. Well, I know you're hungry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you go do it. Let you go grab some food. You know, get energized. All right. So, well, nice meeting you, Mo.
Thank you.
And good luck on your future success.
Thank you.
So we're here on the project floor, and I'm standing right next to Jimmy here, and he's gonna tell us a little bit about his shoes.
Yeah, just to give you a little background, Donald Pliner was founded in 1989. Donald has sold in some of the best stores throughout the country, from Neiman Marcus to Nordstrom to every better specialty store in the country. I think we're best known as an accessory to the fashion business. So that's why probably 80% of our business is in specialty or clothing stores in the country. We do sell some shoe stores as well as we do sell quite a few department stores. These are all hand done. These are all beaded shoes. They hand bead each pair. It takes anywhere from 25 to 35 hours to hand bead one pair in India, and then they ship them back to Italy and make the shoes. If you look at this is something Donald wears, you know, a lot of bracelets. This is really a takeoff, and a lot of the bracelets he's done feel the weight of the shoe. This is all hand woven. This is like a bandana.
Oh yeah.
The way they did this one.
No kidding.
All right, this is all for next season. So each shoe is a piece of art. The key to our shoes is all the burnishing. See all the highs and lows in our shoes?
Right.
That's all done by hand. Comparable shoes to these are probably $800 to $1,000. These are $395. This is a boot that we do for fall, premium denim boot. This is called Crackled Calf, but again, side zip. And the other thing he does, because you know how you can chafe your ankle? Well, we put elastic here, so it prevents you from chafing your ankle when you're walking. So again, even though it's a fashion shoe, the attention to detail I think is very, very important for comfort/fashion. Guys, this is microfiber. Well, if you think about microfiber, the people that started microfiber started with Yohji Yamamoto, and Prada started doing it in clothing. They were doing all the microfiber in clothing. So what we've done, and you think about it today, when you travel, do you see leather luggage anymore? No, it's ballistic nylon, microfiber, because it's lightweight, it's durable, and it's no maintenance. This shoe you never have to polish. You can spill red wine, it's martini proof, it's spaghetti proof. Just take a wet cloth to it. All right. The other beauty about this is, you know, what they do with this material. See how it has memory, how it stretches. It's like having it tight on your foot, so you have happier feet.
We're here at the market show floor, and I'm here with Rick, and he's going to tell us a little bit about what he has here today.
So So Sebastian Cruz is definitely a very unique concept. We really started from a problem solution standpoint. The problem is that a lot of people are trying to wear their pocket squares like that, like this, you know, standing up, bulking out like this, but absolutely no pocket square in the industry comes in the fabric that is needed to be able to shape it and the pocket square stays. So we do believe that no pocket should be empty at any given time. So we have our signature way of folding the pocket squares, which is like this. Simply fold it like this. This is actually the anchor. So normally people fold this up, but that doesn't really happen in our neck of the woods. So what we do is that we complement the border of the pocket like that. The brand was actually inspired. I come from the automotive industry. We saw a lot of individuals in the industry started to paint the borders of their wheels in different colors to match certain accents of their wardrobe. That may be something that they're wearing or something that the car has. So what we decided to do is create that same vibe for everybody. So you could actually match this border to maybe your shoes or to your socks or to something else. So I match my border to accents that I have all the way around. So it just really stands out, and one of our competitive advantage is really that we make absolutely everything in-house. Some people call them boutonnieres, some people call them lapel flowers, and we call them lapel flower buttons because they actually have a button. They're the real deal. You don't have to pin them when you don't actually have a pocket. And to be honest with you, our biggest value proposition is here. This is very simple. This is the market. Check this out. Check this out. How do you compare this to this? This is fully handmade.
Right.
This is quality. Our number one biggest hit really is the polka dots. The polka dot prints, absolutely, they're classic. You break them off with a bold border. Then we got our solid prints, which is the latest line. That denim look, that big, thick, bold border. That's absolutely does really well because it just is, that's this vibe that we have going on right here. Our multicolor. It's like that whole down-to-earth yet very bold. You can wear this with jeans. You can wear this on a really nice night out as well. Then you got this one right here, which is a lavender with the yellow border, which looks amazing. I mean, this got over 800 likes in a couple hours. We want to make sure that our products allow you to speak without actually saying anything whatsoever.
So I'm here today with Gihan, and he's from Ministry of Supply, and he's gonna tell us a little bit about what his brand is all about. Gihan?
Yeah, so we're a performance professional menswear brand, and this is a new category that's being developed, and it's really about bringing a lot of the technology that we've seen in the outdoor athletic sector and bringing that to menswear. Because what we're really excited about is just how much clothing has changed in that area,
Right.
and really trying to think about, look at the different parts of your life, right? Like you've got your active lifestyle, you've got your 9 to 5, probably longer than that, and then you've got your social life. Guys need clothing that can extend across all those parts of their life. And so we're really trying to create clothing that moves to different environments, that can respond to your body temperature. This is our Apollo shirt, and this is our marquee product. It actually features what's called a phase change material in it, and NASA uses this material in spacesuits, and in space, in the sunlight it's 240 degrees, and in the shadows it's a negative 120 degrees. And so if you can imagine someone going in and out of those temperature ranges, it's going to be really tough on the body. So NASA created this material which essentially absorbs heat when your body becomes warm, stores it in the shirt, and then releases it back to you when you're cold. So think about like a hot summer day, it's 95 degrees on the subway, you're starting to sweat, you're starting to get warm. The shirt actually cools you off by pulling that heat into the shirt, and then when you get to your AC office, it returns that heat back to you. This is actually a thermal imaging camera, and what it allows us to do is understand where heat's generated on the body. And so what we can do is actually use that as inspiration. This is actually one of our products, this is the Atmos Polo. And this is something that we're launching here at Market, and this is a new product where it actually has ventilation in the underarms, for example. Based on this thermal image, you know where heat's generated. We also know that it gets pretty hot in the back, the center of the spine, for example. And so this whole back of the garment is actually ventilated. Can you see in the sunlight light how it's ventilated over there?
Right, yeah, I can see that.
So this is a pretty novel manufacturing technique that's robotic knitting. Our dress shirts retail for $98 and then pants go for $118 to $150. All of our stuff's really designed for an active lifestyle, but oftentimes in an urban environment. So whether a guy's biking to work or he's taking a daily commute to out of the city and back.
All right, so can you start by telling us your name and your brand?
My name is Harvey Murtha. This is Harvey Canes and Concord Gentlemen's Accessories. We've been in business about 117 years. We'll sell our products from a wide range of people that need medical products, the people that are looking for a cane for stability, something that's going to be a fashion item too. Some of our canes are also sold where they won't use the cane, but it'll be a vestibule thing that they'll put with their umbrellas inside their house. We primarily use a wooden shaft, and then we have handles that are made out of high impact resin, natural woods, maple, ash, a whole line of woods, Swedish birch. A lot of our handles we bring in from England, France, Germany. We also have a sister factory in Germany that produces some of our more fashion canes. This came with the inlaid horn nose.
Okay.
It's a black wooden shaft, maple shaft, and a maple handle that's been finished. We also have this cane here, which is a Swedish birch. It has the mother of pearl ring on it. It also is an extra wide handle, so it gives you better support for your palm. We have folding umbrellas. We have shoe horns. A very good brand, lifetime guarantee of nail clippers. Full line from England that are all things that we develop.
Right.
Paperweights. We can make custom paperweights for hotels. 5-inch flasks, 7-inch flasks. Different types of material, all leather. Then we have different sets with cups with them.
So this is more like a gift set right here.
This is all into the gift, because gift items in the men's area is something very hard to find. The handles are not made here in the United States. They're all from our German factory that makes some of our better walking canes. On some of the canes that we had that were very successful handles, like the rabbit here, we've also done that now in an umbrella. The Greyhound. Here's a very unusual cane. It's a pistol. It's sold by King Ranch down in Texas. It's in their catalog. Our walking canes run between $50 to $75, all the way up to $5,000, because we do make some canes out of solid gold.
My name is Roger Coley.
Okay, and a little bit about your company.
Well, the company is one in a million. So we created the line going back 5 years. We created it with 5 samples, and it did so well in the stores. My customers came back to me. They say, "Well, this is something which, and I've seen it. It's almost a 1 in a million." So that's how the name came. We don't do accessories. I think our total focus is to the pants itself, the bottoms itself. And I think that's our forte, and that's where we want to concentrate going forward also. Price ranges are anywhere from $44 is the average price for our pants. We're looking at gabardines over here. These are silicone washes. This is the softest tone you can find in the industry. It's a double tone and it's a double blend over here. The composition is all cotton based with other different fibers which we use in there. Here goes another one. We have a stretch over here, which is a yarn dye stretch in a total knit denim. Nobody has done this. This is a total different fabric over here. You know, the upcoming fashions and the forecast will be something else in this. I think it will be very big for us over this coming year. And what we do is the aesthetics of the line itself and personal value of the line is the touch. What the touch is a little more formal touch we do. As you can see, this is very serious touch. We're talking beautiful linings inside, outside, all hand stitching inside, outside. There's nothing in the industry like that. Here we go. Gentleman over here was asking me, why are we different? Look at this. You tell me another company who does a hand stitching ropes like that. Again, the artisanal wire itself. Every piece we have is, at any given time, we have more than about 130 different styles of pants on the floor all the time. And our customer starts with 3 styles or 5 styles, and they end up almost about 20 styles and 15 styles in the season by the time.
Could you just toss in the laundry, take it out?
The washing instruction is very self-described, described in there itself. You can do whatever you want to do with them, but dry clean is the more preferred way of doing it, because if you're spending that kind of money, and I think it's a piece of art itself for us and the customers too, we should take care of it.
I'm here with James, and he's going to tell us a little bit about his brand.
Thank you. The brand is called Harrison Shirt Foundry, and we got the name from the bucolic type environment that is Harrison, New York. And so we've tried to create a dichotomy of kind of the bucolic East Coast lifestyle and mesh that with a West Coast more casual style and or approach. And so we've got washed and unwashed. We've got a lot of great innovative shirts that so far other people do not have, and in this industry or in this part of the market, that's an accomplishment. And we're brand new. This is our second day, and we have over 40 customers so far. We're making the rounds to all the major shows over the course of the next month, and we expect to reach our goal of over 100 retail outlets for the spring season. We're based in Los Angeles, but we have a show in New York City, and we have all the shirts are 120 to 140 thread count. We have our own fabrics. We make our own designs. Everything is made from a vertical operation in China, and it's been our formula for success thus far. Everybody has a gingham, but we've added some floats to it that distinguish them a bit.
Right.
The fleur-de-lis in this instance, and then actually we have these little floats on this gingham, and we have this in a variety of colors, and that's really resonated well because you can kind of take a traditional look and just tweak it ever so slightly, and then you've got something unique that the market can appreciate. Our collar is a little bit more spread than a lot of others, so it kind of gives it a little bit of a youthful feel to it.
I noticed you have some extra patterns in here too.
Yeah, we the contrast cuff and the contrast collar has been all the rage, as best embodied by the brand Robert Graham.
Right.
And they've had quite a run, and that look has had quite a run. But we feel it's time to tame this down and reinvent or invent something that's not so contrast oriented. This is the what we call a more metro collection. They're not washed, so the fabrics are a little less pliable. But you can wear these with jackets, maybe a nice dinner event for the evening type thing. You even get a little wild here with, if you look at this long enough, you like see a dog or something. We have a nice black story, and actually our white story is pretty cool too. More specifically, it might be kind of hard to see on the camera, but this is a beautiful shirt that we've done very well. A little paisley going on there, which is very hard to see. I'm sorry. But it's been really popular. And then we have the slight, not so obvious, it's obvious, but it's not garish in terms of the contrast. So the gentlemen seem to be into that. And keep in mind, this market is a better specialty store market. So you're going to have more traditional looks. You're going to have a more well-heeled customer a lot of times. So we're an opening price point brand. Our wholesale prices are $47.50. I'm with the James Benton Group, which is me, my company. This is my major client at the time, but I've got a few tricks up my sleeve coming in the coming season. But there's enough work to do just for the next fall season with this brand. Everything's going to have to be a little darker toned, more earth tone colors, but yet we want to keep some of the pop and some of the stylish patterns we have. We just want fall colors.
I'm here with Dick, and he's going to tell us a little bit about what he's selling.
These are our ties under the name of Peter Blair, and Peter's my godson and Blair's my goddaughter, and we started this company about 10 years ago, this tie company. All handmade in the U.S., Belleville, New Jersey, and in the Bronx. They all have a lifeline in them. So if you look at this, you'll notice they're all handmade. This determines the lifeline is the string.
Okay.
So these are wovens from England, fabrics are from England, and our prints are from Asia. Kate, my sister, is the designer. She designs all the fabrics. Their retail is $80 to $85 on our prints and $95 to $125 on our wovens. This line you're looking at here is a bespoke line. It's a high-end third tissue of silk. So it gives you that iridescence that you may or may not notice, but it gives you the iridescence inside. We do a lot of custom work, which is over this area, scarves, ties, all kinds of things for custom events, schools, clubs. If you're looking at it, you notice that our color sets is a little bit brighter. We don't do a lot of darks, and maybe more East Coast, I guess. We have a few larger department stores. I kind of stay away from some of them because they can be very difficult. with minimums, difficult with taking things back. So we love working with specialty shops, and we've got 200 accounts across the United States. I have a store, Peter Blair, that's been around for 22 years. Very conservative, classic clothing. We like to say classic with a twist. And we have a lot of American made in the store. Southwick, Bill's khakis, things like that. And then our ties. We're probably our #1 client for ties. But we love it. We've got some great customers. This is Chick Magnet. So you see the chicken of the magnet.
Wow, look at that.
Isn't that neat? So this has been in our line for 7-8 years, and we've done it many, many colors. Each year you'll see 4 new colors coming out. And then this one is called Screw You.
Right.
And that's on everybody's order. It's a subtle way of saying it. Dog paddle. So it's a Labrador with the paddles around it. And we've got Kingpin, which is a safety pin with a crown. And like I said, not everything is a cute thing. Some of it's kind of fun, novelty looking. But we're kind of heading a little bit more to sophisticated patterns and designs and things. Geometrics and just lots of polka dots. We don't do any of the cuter things over here. This just tends to be a little bit more sophisticated. We're going to try to start broadening, maybe getting into bathing suits, getting into other items. Right now we do tote bags and we do picture frames and we'll do key fobs and things, but we want to break out and as everything becomes niche oriented these days, you have to keep going with something niche. So it could be a shirt line, it could be a bathing suit line, it could be a dock kits. Belts is one of the things that we're looking at. We don't want to be like everybody else's belt because A, it's not fair to them, and B, you have to be somewhat creative and get your own thing going. So we're going to try to do some new stuff with some silks and things on belts. They were done back in the 70s. They were great. So now we want to try to bring a little bit of that back.
With the same theme of
color, but ours is going to be probably a little bit brighter because these colors weren't used back in the 70s. And things change so much. The whole Pantone matching system keeps changing. I bet a year ago I was almost selling 1 bow tie a tie. It has decreased a little bit, but there's so many bow tie makers in the market now. Right. So there's only X that you can be able to spread across the young children, and they're the ones wearing the bows. It's the young guys that are in their teens and early 20s. They're the bow tie wearers right now. You have your diehards who are always going to wear a bow because you grew up with a bow.
Right.
But it is hot. You might have noticed it from walking around there. A lot of bow tie makers. And if you go to some of the other shows, you'll see it. I'm glad the children are wearing them. You know what I mean? If they're going to start wearing the tie, look good. They're the ones trying to get a job. In this market, it ain't easy.